Effortless Qigong. My name's Jared Dempsey, and I'm a certified Holden Qigong teacher. I help people have less stress, more energy through the practice of Qigong. Now, what is Qigong? If you're new to it, of course, it's this fantastic practice that I teach here on YouTube and in my on-demand video library app called Effortless Qigong Elevate, which you can find on my channel description. Today, I want to talk about and dive into the benefits of deep breathing and slow mindful movement. Because this type of exercise is different than what a lot of us do in our culture. Things like going to the gym, running, exercising, cardio, Pilates, even a lot of yoga classes. Qigong is a really interesting and different type of exercise that I personally love. And that's why I like to share it with the world because it's really helped me in a big way. And I like to share it with others so they can also benefit from that practice as well. Yesterday, I released my first routine online in a little while. Reason being, I was away working because I'm investing in myself and into this channel. And over the short term, that means I need to be away working sometimes, but that's okay. We're back. I've got a window of opportunity here to share and to create content. It's also spring. And so when the weather cooperates, I'm making content outdoors. And when it doesn't, I'm inside filming. But I'm going to be working to do lives every day because I know when I share this stuff, it helps people along their Qigong, breathwork, mindfulness journey. And I also grow every time I teach. And that's a great thing. Okay. I just released a video called Pulling Down the Sky 5-minute Flow, which you can find on the channel down below. And this is just a 5-minute practice you can do in the morning or evening using the pulling down the sky movement, which feels really, really good to do. It's a great way of clearing stress, improving your mind body awareness, developing greater emotional clarity and emotional regulation, and reducing chronic tension and improving movement quality. These are the 5 benefits that come from slow, deep breathing and mindful movement. So we're going to be I'm going to be diving in this live stream the benefits of slow, deep breathing and mindful movement because a lot of us aren't aware of it. Sometimes we see people doing Qigong or Tai Chi and it's like, it just seems like a slow dance. What could really be the benefit of these practices? And so I'm going to dive into that in this live stream so you guys can maybe feel a little bit more inspired to actually pick up Qigong as your own Qigong practice. I can remember a little while ago, my sister was up in the morning. She's feeling kind of stressed. And I was like, hey, why don't we do this 10-minute Qigong practice together? It was pretty easy, slow practice, good for the morning, especially when you want to bring in some slow, mindful movements. And by the end of the practice, she was glowing. She felt really good. She was like, whoa, that felt amazing. And I think that's what a lot of people experience when they try Qigong for the first time. Now, it's got this weird name, Qigong, comes from ancient China. Qi refers to our aliveness, and Gong means to be skillful with, right? It has a strange name, kind of like yoga. It's kind of a strange thing when you first hear it. What is that? What does it mean? It means to yoke or to become unified. But yet we do that all across our culture. That's really interesting. The first benefit of slow mindful movement is it helps us to regulate our nervous system. Okay. What does that mean? That means we can lower our heart rate because when we're stressed, our heart rate tends to go up. Our nervous system is more on. We're in that sympathetic nervous system. Maybe you've heard that before. Maybe you've heard of the fight or flight response. But when we do this slow, deep breathing, combined with mindful movement, like we do in a Qigong practice, it helps us to regulate the nervous system, lowering the heart rate, lowering our stress response. What's great about Qigong practice and mindful movement is it helps us to feel less anxiety. Uh, Anxiety is not something that's just in our mind, it's actually physiological, it's in our mind body system. And what's great is that there's a feeling of grounded calmness, which is really nice to experience. And that's one of the main benefits of Qigong is that it feels really good to do, right? It doesn't just look peaceful, it actually feels peaceful when you practice. And so that's why I love this practice, because as I'm getting older, like I used to be a competitive athlete, and I was rather good. I would win events and go to, you know, championships and stuff like this. But I was pretty stressed out the whole time. And even though it felt good to win, most of my life was stressful because I was always thinking about, how do I win? How do I be the top competitor in the field? And as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that, you know, obviously as I get older, I'm not going to be as athletic. There's not as much point in investing into being able to be extremely strong and athletic. I'd rather be healthy, rounded, peaceful, happy, and have a body that's going to be able to be healthy for a long period of time. And these slow, gentle movements, when we're more relaxed and focused and our nervous system is regulated, that's also shown to help us to live longer, healthier lives too. And that's why I practice Qigong on a regular basis. And if you've never heard of Qigong, check out my channel. I just released some new videos. I'll be releasing more videos over the coming weeks and months now that I have an opportunity to make some. Um, Another benefit of doing Qigong practice is we improve what's called our mind body awareness. Um, which I think is something that people maybe don't understand right away when they hear of Qigong. Because in Qigong, we'll talk about Qi, which is the life force energy. We'll talk about feeling it, or feeling it circulate or activate. And people think, well, that's just belief. You're just imagining a sensation in your body. And I would say it's trickier than that, because yes, you can feel a sensation and be like, oh, that's my chi, but really your heater was on and it heated up your leg. Okay. Right. But you can also misperceive things with your eyes too, right? But we trust our eyes a lot of the time when we're operating. Like you might, oh, I thought I saw a bird, but really it was a leaf, right, falling from the sky. So we can misperceive things with all of our senses. That being said, what's great about a qigong practice is you're spending a lot of time feeling into the body. Um, and so this idea of chi is really referring to this intelligent operating system that you have in your body. For example, you're breathing, you're digesting, you're thinking thoughts, you're moving around, you're burning calories. There's heat coming off the body. That's all chi, right? Chi isn't like a specific thing that you're gonna find in your body. It's this happening. It's this aliveness that's happening all through the system. Okay. Um, and so when you're doing a qigong practice, especially doing some of these slower movements like pulling down the sky, we bring in not just the slow movements and the breathing, but this mindfulness component where we're feeling into the body, right? You want to feel into your face, your neck, your shoulders, your hands, and you want to just feel what's there. A lot of the time, you want to relax into the movement and let the movement reveal itself to you. Like what do you experience? Um, right, and as your nervous system is regulating, what is a nervous system other than an intelligent energy system? As that's regulating, you actually help develop your mind body awareness. Okay. This includes like your emotional self awareness can improve through qigong. For me, it has in a big way. I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid, and so for me, practicing qigong has helped actually improve my emotional awareness and regulation. Okay, I've grown immensely over the years, and I think that's a good thing. We want to be maturing and growing on a regular basis, especially in this age of the internet where there's so much anger and quick responses online. It's good to step back, clear that stress, and develop deeper roots. Um, Overall, qigong, slow movements, deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, doing these practices helps us to improve our body intelligence. Okay, this is becoming more aware of our posture, of the tension we're holding in our bodies, and our ability to coordinate. When I'm working one-on-one with people, it's really interesting to see uh, in the beginning how even slow movements that are pretty on the surface, they seem simple, how challenging they actually are, right? It's not just it's not just lifting weights that's challenging. Actually coordinating our bodies and moving our bodies in new ways is also a challenge, right? It takes time to learn these things. Um, and in terms of improving your tension, because when we're doing a Qigong flow in the Holden Qigong system, you've done stretching already, stretching, warming up, deep breathing. Maybe you've done some quicker movements to disperse energy and clear stress. And then you go into these slower guided movements that are really based on relaxation. They're not stretches. This is something that's new to me, or was new to me, and it's new to a lot of people doing Qigong. So you don't do this type of exercise in the West that much. Um, but you start to realize how much tension you actually hold in your hand, in your body. I know once I was working one-on-one with a student, and I helped her relax the muscles in her hand, and she, for the first time in a long time, was able to realize every day of her life she's clenching her hands subtly, and that's wasting energy and it's keeping stress locked in. So some of the benefits of mindful movements and slow deep breathing. Okay, the next one we've got here is when we do the slow deep breathing combined with um, the movement, we are reconnecting to our diaphragmatic breathing as we go through, as a lot of the time when we're going through the day, our work life, or we're scrolling on our phone, these type of things, our breathing becomes shallow and it locks in stress. So what's good about a Qigong practice is that it reminds us to, and almost forces us to, because if we're going to do the movements, right, slow deep breathing and exhale down. In order to do that movement, you have to breathe slow and full diaphragmatic breath. That improves our ventilation, oxygenation, the gas exchange in our body. It's really good for us. When we combine that deep breathing with a slow movement, it helps increase our blood flow, our lymphatic circulation, and joint lubrication all at the same time. So yeah, Qigong looks simple. It looks useless to some people. I've seen comments on Facebook. How does slowly moving your arms make you feel better? Well, this is how. A mindfulness practice, which is just sitting on a cushion for 20 minutes, has so many amazing benefits. Why wouldn't a mindful movement have just as many, if not more? Right? It's a silly argument. That's cool. When you're doing Qigong, you'll feel warmer hands because your blood circulation has improved. Your stiffness will go down because you're moving more. Right? Especially as we get older, we tend to move less. We want to make sure we're moving more. Because Qigong helps us clear stress and regulate, we have improved recovery. We also are more aware of how our bodies are feeling. So maybe we're more likely to take actions to help us feel better over time. Our emotions become more stable and less jittery as well. Another benefit of slow deep breathing with mindful movement is we develop greater emotional regulation and mental clarity. The reason for this is that our breath is a direct access to our nervous system, and slow deep breathing helps to move our nervous system out of a stressed out sort of reactive one into one that's more balanced, slowed down, and aware, right? We know that when we're stressed, we often say, take a deep breath, which can seem really annoying when someone says it to us, but actually it's probably the right thing to do, is to step back, take a deep breath, and regulate ourselves. Um, yeah, so Slow deep breathing with mindful movement helps us with rumination, racing thoughts, irritability, emotional instability, or being reactive, and decision fatigue. So it can be really useful. Um, and lastly, slow deep breathing with mindful movement helps us to clear. It helps us with chronic tension and improved movement quality. If one of the things that I think can happen is that we get stuck in a cycle of like you wake up, you're sitting down for breakfast, you're on the bus, or you're driving to work, then you're sitting at the office all day, and then maybe you do some running or some weightlifting, um, but you become kind of limited in how you are moving your body. But with the qigong practice and this slow deep breathing, mindful movements, it helps you clear chronic stress that's building up, which other forms of exercise aren't going to do. And then um, it helps us to improve our mobility because we move in such a variety of ways. You're clearing stress and tension. When you do slow, deep breathing as well, it's actually helping your nervous system and your muscles to soften and relax because you're holding excess tension in your body when you're stressed. You're breathing more shallow, the rib cage gets tight, the muscles are clenching. And so we want to relax, we want to soften that. And that's going to help us to clear chronic stress and to improve circulation, blood circulation, lymph flow. And in Qigong theory, right, this is this ancient theory, when the blood flows, the Qi flows too. Okay, so that's interesting. Cool. So I went over 5 benefits of slow, deep breathing and mindful movement in this live stream. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's a beautiful day here. I'm hoping to get outdoors to film some qigong routines. I'm just a little bit worried that it's windy because I'm like here by the water. It's very beautiful. Um, it's beautiful, but also windy. So I don't want to have the camera get blown over because it did the other day. The wind blew my camera over, and I don't want to break it. But no, maybe we got to take a risk here. Cool. All right. Well, I hope this was useful. I hope you tuned in. And if you haven't already, check out the new routine I just posted. It's a 5-minute flow, looping a movement called pulling down the sky. I'll show you here. Pulling down the sky is a really nice qigong practice or qigong movement. So that combines slow moving and mindful breathing, just like I talked about. So you want to inhale, arms float up to the sides. And as you breathe out, you slowly move the hands down like this. Really simple. Okay. And it looks peaceful, almost like a peaceful dance. That's kind of what a lot of these flows are. So you're breathing up, nice and slow. And as you exhale, you float down. Now, this movement, pulling down the sky, it really helps create a sense of inner tranquility and peace. And if you're new to Qigong and these movements are like something you're like a little unsure if you want to do, find a place alone where you can practice them so you can actually feel them, right? So you breathe in and you exhale down. You can do these movements seated or standing. And if you're looking to cultivate tranquility, inner peace, and these benefits of mindful movement and slow deep breathing, then I recommend that you try it out. It's only 5 minutes long. And of course, these routines are all part of my Effortless Qigong Elevate video library, ad-free video library, which you can find a link on my channel. Now, what's great about having this app, I will show it to you on my iPad here. You probably won't be able to see it that well. Um, but I've been putting a lot of work into this for you guys. So you have an ad-free space and an app that doesn't have any distractions or anything like this. And these are all the categories. Maybe you can't see them that well. These are all the categories on the app. I added a start here section recently. So if you have like questions about the basics of Qigong, I help this make it easy for you. Also, you can find all of your favorite and my most popular routines here for free in the app. You can actually do those right now. And what's great about the app, guys, is you don't need to download it. It's a web app, so you just add it to your home screen and it's there. You can do this on your computer, tablets, iPhones, Android. It works for everything. Um, and then I wanted to make this the simplest, easiest layout possible for people to practice Qigong. Let's say it's the morning. All you have to do is select the morning routine, or if it's evening, you have evening routines. And then if you want to just, I only have 5 minutes, you can pick 5 minutes. And right now I have routines up to 30 minutes. So longer routines will be added in the future as this library keeps being built out. People are signing up and I'm getting good feedback. So let me just reset this here. And yeah, so it feels really good to be working on this and sharing it with you. And then also there's routines here on uh, routines for specifically for clearing stress. There's mobility routines and seated routines, and more categories will be added as the app gets fluctuated out. But I feel like this is a really good place for most people who are getting into Qigong. They want to activate their energy in the morning. They want to clear stress and unwind in the evening. They want mobility practices and stress reduction practices. So that's cool. And then I've got journeys here at the bottom. So there's a 7-day Qigong challenge, which is a great way to get started on the app. There's a seated practice if you're looking for a seated Qigong journey. There's a 7-day stress reset there too. And of course, the 28-day morning Qigong journey, which are a collection of a bunch of 5 to 10 minute routines. So that's how it is right now. That's the Effortless Qigong Elevate app. And it's a web app. Again, guys, you don't need to download anything. Um, but if you are practicing Qigong with me on YouTube already, and you're looking for an ad-free experience, this is a great way to get that. Okay, because YouTube has all these nasty shorts, always trying to distract you. And if you're looking to have time to yourself to do your Qigong practice, downloading this or adding the web app to your phone, adding the web app to your phone is a great way to enjoy your Qigong practice. Um, and what's cool is that you can actually sign up without you can sign up in the app to receive the YouTube videos without actually registering for the subscription. So you can sign up for free and do this. You're also welcome to do the 14-day free trial. And yeah, so this is a great way of getting an ad-free space for your routines. I think it looks really good. I'm going to be adding a calendar on the bottom to help you personalize your routine structure. And this is a great way of supporting the channel. And it's a great way of deepening your practice and your commitment to your practice. When we practice Qigong on a regular basis, that's what helps us to grow and improve our mind-body fitness. Like doing it every once in a while is fine. Um, but what's nice about this is you're kind of committing yourself to the growth. And that looks really good. Like, I love it. um, yeah, it's a great way of supporting the channel, supporting your own growth. It's $100 Canadian for the year, which is, I think, really cheap. You probably won't even really notice it. And it's going to be growing all the time. New updates are coming to it. You can also message me directly in the app. For example, when you sign up, if you're like, man, I would love a routine for this, or I would love an explanation of this routine, you can always message me directly in the Elevate app, and I can help you out with that as well. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. And we're at spring now. It's a great time for me to get outdoors. make new routines. So probably adding new additions to this, as well as, every YouTube video will be also in this as well. Um, yeah, every YouTube video that I put out will be added to the Effortless Qigong Elevate app as well. Welcome back, Jenna. Thank you. So yeah, this is the Effortless Qigong, Elevate ad-free video library. Which I'm really, really, really happy with. I think it looks really good. I've got about 20 people in there right now, and people are enjoying it. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's up now. I'm going to, and hello Ashley as well. I see you there. Yeah. So if you're interested, check out the Effortless Qigong Elevate app. It's free to download, and you can do right now the short routines for free, and you can watch the YouTube videos for free as well in the app. Yeah, or you can also do the 14-day free trial as well, which is really great. It's a great way of supporting the channel, and I personally believe Qigong has the power to change the world. When we learn techniques to regulate our emotions, to clear stress, to improve our mindfulness, it it not only helps us improve our own lives, but the lives of our workplace, our family, and our community. Having a regulated nervous system, a clear mind, and a healthy mind-body system has shown people actually to make better decisions, to think more long term, to be less reactive to stress and challenges, and to be more resilient in the faces of the challenges that we're facing in this world. So take developing your mind body fitness, your inner energetic cultivation as something that's worth doing on a regular basis. You can practice for free on YouTube. You can practice with the Effortless Qigong Elevate app. You can sign up for my newsletter as well. And I just really hope that you enjoy your practice, you enjoy your enjoy your body, enjoy your consciousness, and you know, develop that mind body fitness, that inner compassion, and that health. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for spending time with me, everyone. It means a lot to me to have you here. I know there's not a ton of people on the live, but that's okay. It takes time to grow things, and people watch the replays, which I am aware of. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next